Hey guys, thogden here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, we're going to be predicting the two second leg fixtures of the Champions League. Who's going to be making it to the final? Well, we're deciding that today. Are you excited, Dad?
Oh, these are going to be two brilliant games. Join us for the live streams.
Oh, it's going to be big. Turn on notifications for that. But we're going to kick things off with the like target. Dad, you always make a statement how many likes we're going to go for. What's it going to be today?
It's going to be 12,000. Smash it for the TDL.
And we're going to kick things off with PSG versus Man City. Aren't we, Dad?
Absolutely. And this one is at Manchester City. It is first in the Premier League against second in Liga 1. Now, these are two massive money clubs who've never won the tournament. Interestingly, Theo, it's a Thogdad fact here. 22 teams have won the Champions League or the European Cup. So these guys want to be 23rd. Now, what about that first leg? What do you reckon to that, Theo?
Well, I thought Man City were brilliant. You don't often see English teams go away and dominate and in second halves like that and come back from a 1-0 down. It was brilliant. It started off with a Marquinhos goal, which was an excellent header. He loves a knockout finish, doesn't he?
He certainly does, Theo. I thought in the first half that Man City were very average, to be quite honest. Lots of mistakes, and I was worried that they would concede the second goal.
Do you know what they missed in the first half? A number 9. They missed a striker who put the ball in the back of the net when they got that rare chance. They dominated through the second half and the goals arrived eventually. They may not have that sort of time in the second leg, which makes me think PSG are well still in this game.
Absolutely. A couple of lucky goals. Kevin De Bruyne, it was more of a cross that went straight in. Mahrez, I don't know how that went through the wall. But I tell you what, Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, I thought they were excellent there.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva popped up at the back post and nearly sneaked it in, but Keylor Navas is just a bit too good. But that Mahrez free kick was funny because he asked De Bruyne to take the free kick and then put it in the back of the onion bag. Pretty impressive. But overall, City are in the favourite seat right now because they got 2 away goals. They're winning. But against Mbappe and Neymar, nothing's decided. I mean, how PSG did in the build up to this away from home against Barcelona and Bayern Munich. They beat Barca 4-1 away and they beat Bayern 3-2 away. Both those results sends them through if they perform like that again. They've had their warm-ups away from home. How will this game go down, Dad?
Well, I tell you what, you're right there. The last 10 away games of PSG, they've won them all. And not just farmers' teams, but like you say, Bayern Munich and Barcelona. But look at Man City. 13 of the last 15 games they've won at their home stadium. Only Leeds and Man United have defeated them. So I tell you what, this is going to be a cracker.
Poch has only beaten Pep Guardiola 3 times in 19 head-to-head games they faced each other. So Pep's got the record, but we have had some crazy Champions League games like City versus Spurs back in the day when them two have faced. But will Neymar and Mbappe be the difference? Because they could just go on a goal-scoring spree, but they weren't that good in the first leg, were they?
Absolutely. In this tournament, 14 goals between them, but they were no-shows in the first round. I was very impressed by Angel Di Maria. I'd call him evergreen. And Marquinhos, what a centre-back he is.
I know, he's brilliant, but there will be no Idrissa Gueye, got the red card. That will halt them, but they do also have some other centre-mids, the likes of Paredes, Verratti, who both played very well in the first leg. What is your score prediction for the first game, Dad?
I'm going to go straight to it. Manchester City 2, Paris Saint-Germain 1. City to go through to the final.
Yeah, well, you know what? The people will probably agree with you on that one because over 47 previous occasions where the English club had won away from home in the knockout stage in the Champions League, they went through on all 47 occasions.
Yeah.
So City, if they mess this up, it's definitely some French kind of curse that they've got in the Champions League like Lyon last year. We said the same about the first leg, but it didn't go down that way. So, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think City will go through, but it's going to be closer than that. City 2, PSG 2. We'll see glimpses of quality from Mbappe and Neymar, but City will hold them out and go through on a draw.
That is a very big statement. And the second semi-final is Chelsea against Real Madrid. It's 4th in the Premier League against 2nd in La Liga. Now, these two teams have won the tournament 14 times. Chelsea once, Real Madrid 13 times. What about that first semi-final, the first leg there? It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was absolutely mental, to be fair. It started off with a Werner miss, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Mount ran down the left, Pulisic set him up, and of course Timo Werner got his weekly miss of the week for him, more like. I feel bad for the lad because he always gives it 100%. You can tell Timo Werner wants to score every time, more than ever, but he always finds a way of messing it up.
I know, that lad runs so much. He does so much for the team, but he just can't put it in the onion bag. But Christian Pulisic was man of the match. He got the goal,
he did,
and he ran the show.
Dad, it was so good. Rudiger set him up really well. It deserves credit for that. But Pulisic, his dribbling to get round Courtois and put it in the back of the net was brilliant. Why were the Real Madrid defenders waiting on the goal line? Why wasn't one of them going to the player? Don't ask me, ask Zidane really, or ask the Real players. But it was a great response from Real, wasn't it?
It was, and that man Benzema, I thought he took his goal superbly. But you mentioned a man, Rudiger.
Yeah.
How good has he been under Thomas Tuchel
Yeah,
there?
he looks completely different players. And the Galacticos, they played with a very experienced team. It was raining really heavily in Real during the game. But what they did do well was get back in through set pieces. At the end, it looked like Varane was about to score the winner, wasn't it? Even Eden Hazard came on and he got none of the ball, but it was nice to just see him play against Chelsea. He even said in the post-match interview that it was just great to see some old friends, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Now, Real Madrid have got some very good players. Benzema, evergreen. Toni Kroos had a great first leg.
Yeah.
Militao really surprised me. Not seen much of him.
Yeah.
I thought he was the best guy with a Real Madrid shirt on.
Well, he was going to be spoken at by Sergio Ramos on the sidelines. I mean, he was speaking more than the gaffer, the Real Madrid gaffer. He was basically the manager that day. He was speaking so much from the stands. He was basically telling Militao, that's my usual position. I'll tell you what to do, mate. But it's crazy how much of a fan he is of Real and how passionate he is for the club. And I don't know if he's going to be back for the second leg, but if he is, that's big for Real.
It's huge, Theo. I think he will be back.
Wow.
So that would be huge. But also Eden Hazard, maybe he can play more of a role.
Yeah, but Dad, he doesn't look the same player. And I know he might start, but is he really good enough? When he came off the bench, he didn't show enough for me.
Is he good enough? Of course he is, Theo.
Dad,
you didn't see him in his prime.
Yeah, I saw him in his prime, I did.
Oh, you did, yeah.
And this season, it's not his prime. He's put on the weight. He's not the same player. He's injury prone. He's coming back from small injuries here and there. The guy is not the same player right now. And if you're not on form, it's probably not worth playing. Vinicius Jr., on the other hand, scored a brace against Liverpool. And okay, they drew 0-0 away from home. And that would knock Real out of the Champions League if they play like that again. Zidane's going to have a completely different lineup, Dad. It's going to be attacking. If they don't score, they're out. They're going to have to go for it.
Now, of course, Chelsea defensively have been brilliant under Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, they have.
4 of the last 5 games, clean sheet. So that is the key, isn't it, Theo?
But Dad, it won't be like that again. Because none of those 5 games have they played against Real Madrid, where they've got a mentality and a very good team, the likes of Benzema they're facing. There's no point playing if they don't score. They're going to be attacking from the get-go, and you've got one of the best on-form Champions League strikers in the world in Benzema. Vinicius Jr. will bring pace and create space for Benzema. I generally think maybe if they play Asensio on the right instead of benching him like they did in the first leg, because he was very good against Liverpool when they needed the goals. There's a side in there to cause an upset here, and I say an upset because Chelsea are favourites to go through, because they did get that key away goal.
Well, I tell you what, Real Madrid's last 19 games, won 13, drawn 6. This won't be easy.
No, it won't.
Chelsea, I look and I wonder, who are they going to play up front? Mason Mount, of course. Timo Werner, probably. Pulisic cannot be dropped.
Yeah.
Will they bring in Ziyech? What do you think there?
Tuchel won't risk too much. He literally played Azpilicueta at right wing back because he probably couldn't trust Reece James or Hudson-Odoi yet in that position. And that just shows you how careful he was with his lineup for the first leg away at Real. As much as this is at the Bridge, he will still be going for a very experienced team. I don't think he'll take too many risks.
Right, I'm just going to say Chelsea will win this one 1-0 and they're going to play in the final against Manchester City.
You reckon
an
Real?
all-English final.
That is mental scenes. You reckon Real won't score?
Yeah.
You think even though they have to score and they don't even care about how much they concede, because if they score then they can make the game interesting.
They're up against Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva. These lads are going to be a brick wall down in London there.
Dad, Thiago Silva's had his off days. Look at the 2 games he played against West Brom this season.
I know.
All right, listen, I don't know what could happen. Real are definitely still in this game. Chelsea could have one of those bad days, but I get the feeling it's going to be much closer than what we expect. And take my word for it, I got both Champions League predictions correct in the last video. Put it on the screen now, Josh. I've gone for a 1-1.
Oh, that's exciting.
That's my prediction. I'm going PSG 1, City 2. I've got the perfect video. It's the first time either of us have done that.
Theo, you've not mentioned that.
But no, my prediction, and you got to tell you, because I'm quite, I'm going to go Chelsea 1, Real 1.
Ooh.
Now you're probably thinking, well, Theo, doesn't that send that game to extra time? It does. And I'm going to predict Chelsea to win on penalties. Yes, I've backed the English club to win on pens. I think this will go right down to the wire.
Wow, if I had to rate that statement by size, I'd call it a big statement.
He's always saying that. So both these games are going to be live streamed on the Thogden channel. Make sure you got notifications on because they're both going to be crackers. Lads, it's been a pleasure doing all these Champions League predictions videos with you. We're nearly coming to the end of the tunnel, but it's all going to come back for next year. And we do actually have Champions League with years in the future because the Super League is muddy, which is good news. But please subscribe if you do want all the Champions League updates and live streams and stuff like that. It's been good.
It has been brilliant. This tournament is excellent.
It is. That's all Thogdad has to say. He makes short but very big statements. I've said it again. Right, have a good one, guys, and see you in a bit. Let's smash 12,000 likes.
See ya.
In a bit.